we have the current stock market update from MicroStrategy Incorporated, stock ticker MSTR. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comment section so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. So as we can see here, the stock actually has taken a fairly major dip to the downside. What we're looking at here is the hourly time frame. Given the size of this prior price move, this doesn't look so substantial here, but we have actually broken through some prior support levels, which were found at 243.80. And this does confirm that the bearish divergence condition that was in place on the prior video that we were watching there, that has now sort of come into play. So as we can see here, we're going to need to revise some of these price zones because we have now broken through this significant support zone, which came in at 243.80. So currently what we're looking at is this near-term high, which I don't believe this has changed here. Right, yeah, this is still the same high, 267.89. And this prior support zone that we were watching right around 243 has now been broken to the downside. So this is a fairly significant price movement. This near-term low currently comes in right around 239. So we didn't quite breach that major support level that I've been watching here, 229.80. But this is still a fairly significant move to the downside because as we can see here, the stock actually broke through the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement as well as this prior high, which would now be expected to work as resistance. So we have seen a bit of a bounce here. Thanks to the 50-hour exponential moving average, which is this area here. And this did support share prices in advance of that major level that we were watching to the downside. This would have been a much bigger problem if we did see this 229.80 level break, but there was enough moving average support here to continue to support share prices, even though we did see a fairly significant decline here to the downside. So, in the prior video, I did see a comment. Somebody said something about how there's not a bearish divergence on the daily chart. That's not the right way of looking at this. That means absolutely nothing. That doesn't mean that you can simply disregard something that's happening on another time frame. This bearish divergence has clearly played out at this point. And you can't simply just sort of cherry pick your time frames and say, pretend that a chart formation doesn't exist just because it's not on some other time frame. I mean, it would still fully be expected to work out on the time frame that you're watching, and that is exactly what has happened here. So at this point, the real question is whether or not the stock has actually found a bottom. I do want to look at these shorter term timeframes a bit because I think that that's the best way to sort of look at reversal points and potential upside price movements following a decline. But first, I do want to look at the indicator reading on the hourly time frame because this will give us some indication of where things might start to develop from here. So we are starting to see a bit of a mixed picture here as far as momentum is concerned on the 1 hour time frame. The majority of the evidence here does continue to look positive. This longer term trend line here is longer term in nature than this negative bearish momentum indication here. So this does suggest that there is a slightly positive reading in terms of the underlying momentum that is found on the hourly time frame. But I do want to look at the shorter term charts as well, just to sort of see if there's any signals that can develop as far as whether or not we're actually reaching a turning point that is significant. So we will move down to the 15-minute price chart here. And we can see that there was, we did see a closing basis below that prior price zone that we were watching. 243.80 was sort of this important area, and we did see a share price close below there on these shorter term timeframes. But there has also been a bounce here as well. So, the real question at this point is whether or not this is going to be a sustainable bounce, or if we will continue to see a bit more of a decline, possibly into that 61.8% Fibonacci retracement zone. So if that were to occur, what we would really expect to see would be share prices move closer to this 230 area. And then that would just sort of be the main line in the sand. I mean, if we did see a break below there, then you have to start to look at the possibility that a top is in place. But until that happens, we also have to remain focused on the top side as well, because there is still scope here for this major short-term bounce anyway. to be sustainable and then to retest those 267 highs. So just quickly here on the short-term time frame, just before I close out the video here, this might seem very short-term in nature, and some people don't like this, but there are specific reasons that I do this. It's really just looking at the chart formation and the chart structure itself, rather than sort of looking to capitalize on ultra short-term timeframes. So if we're sort of looking at this downtrend movement here, just this recent decline from 267 into roughly, I don't want to get the wrong number here, roughly 239. So if we're just looking at this price movement here specifically, we can see that this uptrend here, this upward push, has already broken through the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement, and we have managed to sort of fill the price gap that was being seen previously to the downside. So those are encouraging price movements. But what we would really want to see here is a break above roughly 256.90 on the shorter term timeframes. Okay, and the reason that I point to this level specifically is that, if we did break above here, that would then put us above the all four of the major exponential moving averages. That would also put us firmly above that 20-period EMA. And then in addition to that, we would also be breaking above the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement of this declining price move. So that would, of course, be this price movement here. So that would sort of give us two different reasons to believe that possibly this downtrend here has run its course. If we are starting to see these negative conditions on the shorter term timeframes that are starting to work themselves off, a breakthrough 256 could be an indication that this structure is ready to turn bullish, and that we can once again refocus on those prior highs at 267.89. However, to the downside, we do have to consider the possibility that a break below this 239 level will occur. And then for me, that main line in the sand does come in at 229.80, because I do think that if we see a break below there, that would suggest that a longer term, or at least an intermediate term top would be in place right around 267. So here's the current market update for MicroStrategy, stock ticker MSTR. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.